Narrative voiceover. Picasso, The Eye of the Storm. To be read by an actor portraying the older Picasso in Spanish accented English. Select sections are in Spanish-French, subtitled. Opening monologue. Over opening scene, 1881 birth. Picasso, VO. I was born in Malaga. With eyes too wide and a name too long. They say my uncle had to blow cigar smoke in my face to make me cry, but I was already awake. I was already watching. Act 1. Youth and Early Genius. Picasso, VO. My father painted pigeons. I painted my first before I could spell my own name. He saw what I was, not a child, but a mirror. And when he saw that my hand was steadier than his, he handed me his brush, and never took it back. I lost my sister when I was 7. After that, the world stopped looking innocent. I started drawing what hurt. Madrid taught me what to reject. Teachers gave me technique, but hunger, grief, and alleys gave me style. In Paris, Paris, I arrived with a paint box, a cigarette, and no coat, and I met the madness that would love me forever. That first winter, I burned my sketches to stay warm, but in the ashes, I saw something blue. The blue period. It wasn't a choice. It was an exorcism. Act 2. Rise and Revolution. Picasso, VO. People say love softens you, not me. When Fernanda entered, the world turned rose, but it stayed sharp. At Gertrude Stein's salon, they stared at me like I was a curiosity. I wasn't their Spanish boy. I was the storm they invited into their parlor. Then I saw the African masks, simple, stark, truth, not prettiness. They changed everything. They gave me permission to destroy. Les Demoiselles d'Avignon, they called it ugly, obscene. I called it birth. Cubism? That was war. Braque and I, shoulder to shoulder, not painting the thing, painting the idea of the thing. Art that tore apart time itself. Olga brought me into high society. I married her, but I did not belong in salons. I belonged in shadows, in sweat, in clay and blood. And then came war. Spain, my bleeding country, was murdered from the sky. I painted Guernica not as a painting, but as a scream. Act 3. Master of Modernity, Picasso, VO. When the Nazis came, they didn't silence me. They tried. I painted in secret. I painted them. I painted what they did. A German officer once pointed to Guernica and asked, "Did you do this?" I said, "No, you did." He never returned. I joined the Communist Party, not for politics, for peace, for the people without names. Françoise was light, laughter. She gave me children, but I gave her paint and pain in return, like always. Dora, Marie-Thérèse, Olga, they were not muses, they were battlefields. I loved them as an artist loves, brutally. My hands never stopped, even when my back bent, even when my lovers left. The paint still flowed. I was old, yes, but never finished. Final act, the last days. Picasso, VO. I moved to Mougins to be alone with the ghosts. My children laughed in the garden. My brushes whispered in the night. I painted bulls, always bulls, because they charge, they bleed, but they never bow. I outlived Matisse, outlived Braque, outlived love almost, but I never outlived myself. Final monologue, moments before death, Picasso, VO. People ask, why did I paint so much? Because I was afraid that if I ever stopped, I would die. And maybe that was true. I do not believe in death. I believe in transformation. My body is dust, but my work breathes. I wanted to paint like a child, and in the end, I became one again. Closing voiceover over final credits, Picasso, VO. I did not paint what I saw, I painted what I felt, what I feared, what I knew. Art is not decoration, it is a weapon, it is a prayer, it is a confession. I am Pablo Picasso. I did not paint to be remembered. I painted because the world forgot how to see, and